Hey everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Today we're going to be working on our nature journal and we're going to be using some Essential Stencils. Y'all come in and say hi. I am currently live. If you see the little red button at the top, and if not, you're watching a replay. So let me pull up the chat since I am live. There's one of them. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. It's a rainy day in Georgia here. A lot of those lately. All right, I think I got both of these up. I see Teresa is watching. Hey, Teresa. And Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. All right, a couple people. Raining in Mississippi, too. It's almost always rain. If it's raining here, it's raining there, isn't it? Seems like you always say that. Hey, Dawn. All right, let me get my journal. So, I'm sure most of you know we've been working on this nature journal. And this is a commission for Dawn. So we are going to be working on it a lot until I finish it. So that's why I am doing my stencil Sundays with it too. But I have a couple of stencils. This ivy vine. And what is this one called? Welcome Dragonfly Door Hanger. My lights are not cooperating. So these are currently on pre-order. You can pre-order them on essentialstencil.com. There is a code, ARTROOM. That is my code. It will give you 10% off. A little thing here somewhere. There it is. Oops. 10% off with ARTROOM. And that's anything on Essential Stencil over there. And I should leave that out. Whoops. Stuck it back and now I can't find it. Too many of them. All right. What was I saying? It's on pre-order right now. Its expected ship date is February the 9th. So if you haven't ordered anything that you want from that spring collection, please do so that you don't miss out, because they tend to sell out. Hey, Peggy. Oh, let's see. I'm debating on what I'm going to use. I think we're going to start with these two, and then I may pull out some others from that collection. It's just going to depend on my time. So we're working in this journal, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull the camera up top. I got a few people on here, and we'll get started. Okay? Try not to stick my fingers in it this time. The way my setup is, it's a little tricky to get everything moved. Is that the right direction? It looks like the right direction. Okay. Must have hit it. Okay. Volume is okay, I think. Lighting is maybe okay. It always looks funny on my iPad. Okay, my Kindle is way behind. If I miss any chat, guys, I will answer your questions after the live. I'm usually pretty good about that. If you find I don't answer a question if you've asked, just send me a private message. Every now and then they just get lost in the, mini replies or something. Hey, Marilyn. All right, so like I said, these ship out. This one was, when I looked, what day was it I looked? I wrote a date on one of these. Not those, I guess. I looked on February 3rd, so yesterday, right? And there were 15 left then. I don't know if there's any left right now because I just noticed that one of the other girls just did a live, so she could have possibly sold some. There's a hair in there. This one, I stuck the sticker on the wrong thing, but I feel like there was some left of that too, so. All right. But I want to see where I can use these. I haven't used that layered one yet. Not sure how it's going to work out. But it's nature themed, so it should work in this journal. Just got to find pages that need decorating. So I have them because I just find it easier to deal with my journal without sewing them in first. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I don't. So there's a blank page there. There's a lot of blank through here. So definitely there, maybe there. So I still have quite a lot of blank coffee pages in here. This is a stencil from Essential Stencil. It was a coffee dyed one. You just lay your stencil on your coffee dyed paper when you're doing it and it comes out. Alright, so a lot in that one. There's probably a lot in all of them, honestly, because I did quite a bit of coffee dyed papers. It could be an interesting effect for something. Maybe one of the others. So let's see. Some greens. I'm thinking I'm going to do that ivy in like a green, maybe greens and browns. So somewhere where I can pull in those colors will be good. Might look good there. Even pages like this you can do stencils on, even if they're a little bit busier. You just do a lighter color. Alright, so lots of options. Let's see what's in here. This was a stencil, it's an older one. Also on coffee dyed paper. I have a lot of stencils that I've used throughout this book. If you missed my Echo printing thing, this was from that. Got a couple of prints on there. Nice area there, maybe for some vines or something. I like because all the plants on the other side. Oh, there's some nice greens. Alright. I'm debating on where am I going to put the little pond scene. I'm thinking I'm going to use the cattails and the dragonflies. Obviously this is huge, so I'll have to piece it on there. Get my two pieces out. Well, there's three. I'm not going to be using the welcome, so I will be using the dragonflies though, so we'll keep it out. But I think this section here will make a nice page decoration. So that's what I'm thinking. There. So browns, greens, maybe some blues. Let's see, there's definitely browns and greens here. Lots of blank area there. I like the grid. That might be a little busy. I might do a floral there. I'll have to pull one of the others for that though. And then here is good. And I can also do this handmade paper. But I'm going to make some pockets and stuff. And then I'm going to use the stencil as just background elements. I'm going to do a little ivy there, I think. So let's mark some of these. so I know where I'm gonna play around. So ivy there, I think. And like I said, I have a lot of coffee dyed in this one. So I want blues, greens, browns. Let's see if I can find these colors. If not, I'll pull them in with something else, like a pocket or a tag or something. There's a little bit of blues in there. Some of these are a little too busy, I think, for a pond. That could be cool, maybe. I kind of like this side better. I almost would like a center spread, but I think I've used all my center spreads other than the butterflies. Could put a little bit of ivy there. It needs something. Let's do a little bit of ivy there too. Hey, Dorothy. Okay, so where'd that paper clip go? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where'd it go? I lost it. All right. And something, a red flower or something over here might pull that in nicely. I'll have to possibly do one of the red floral ones. I don't know if some of my older stencils are still available, like the pencil flowers. There was a poppy pencil flower one. I don't know if that's still in stock. I may use it anyway. I know a lot of you have it. I don't think there's a poppy in the new one. I'll look. There's some green that's got some almost like a pond plant there, I think. I think that's fennel, isn't it? Is that fennel? Yeah, it's fennel. So not quite, but I don't think I have a pond plant in any of this herb stuff. Trying to find a good place for a pond scene. I may not have a perfect place for that. It's definitely got blues. But that's kind of neat. It almost looks like water. All right, I might do that spot. Okay, I like how that paper is the same on the other side, yeah. So that paper's got a very watery feel to it. So I think I will do the cattails maybe. It might be better on this side because, let me see something real quick. Anything on the other side? It's the only way it's going to work. Okay. Sometimes I can flip them around, but this side's a little better, but I kind of wanted that direction. But there might be enough of a water scene there. I'll have to see how it looks on this side. So we might put just something little there, I think. The lily pads over here, the cattails here, and then something here. We'll play with that. All right, so let's play with that one first, I think, because that's going to take the most time because it's layered stencils, so they always take a little more time. Pull that one there. Oh, you did when you were looking at through the stencils? Yeah, I wanted that one. I wish I had got the fern. I didn't have enough to get the fern too. The fern is very nice. It would make a lovely background, but I didn't get it. But I did grab the ivy. Let me just get this stuff out of my way. All right, so we're going to plan out our scene here. So I'm going to pull these 2 pages out because I don't want all this bulk in my way. Yeah, figure out I gotta mark it because I will definitely forget where it went, because I always do. So this is a good way to mark. So A. I did it on the wrong side. So that is A. I don't really have to have that in there. This is A. And that will tell me that that's where that goes in there. And then making sure I'm not marking something I need. B, and then I'm just going to stick this here. B. All right, so that tells me where that goes in there. Hopefully I can figure it out next when I get back to it. Sometimes I pull the pages out and I'm totally lost. I'm like, where was that? And then I have to just pick a place. And it usually works out, but you know, might as well use the one that I needed. I might pull that out. That's the front, so that's easy enough to figure out. I don't want a ton of bulk. Okay, so we have layers on these stencils. Okay. So there's layer 1, 2, and 3. And you can see how you can see this more than you can see this. That is because I went over it with some ink. So when they do these layering stencils, it's on here, but it's on here. Can you see it? It's embossed in there, but it's really, really, really light. So it's hard to see. And I always figure out where that is, and then I mark the front of all of them. And you can make it visible with just some sort of a ink or something that can go into that, and then you can wipe off a little bit of it. Now, over time, it may wash off when you're washing them, but you can just add it back. But I just took my distress ink thingy and a rag. If I can find, well, I'll just use a paper towel. Here's one. So I don't seem to have a dirty rag. And then just wipe it off. And that's going to just help that show up a little bit more. Now, it's water soluble, so it'll clean off, but it will stay in that little divot there a little longer. So I thought that was just helpful. These also have like a circle where you can line up if you're doing a circle one, and you can do the same thing with those areas. Absolutely necessary, but I do think it helps. I think I used the black soot on this one. This one's the vintage, but you know, it doesn't matter as long as it helps you see it. So layer 1 is going to be your base colors of whatever you're doing. So we've got the dragonfly outlines, and then layer 2 is like their little wing details. Okay, and then this one's for the cattails. That's right? Yeah, cattails. So, and I don't think there's any on this, and this is just like a pond outline on the welcome, I think, which I don't know that we absolutely need, so we're not going to use that. But I'm going to start with the two with the cattails in the pond first, and then I'll figure out where to place my dragonflies. So I am technically going to start with layer 2. Might place that one dragonfly. So let's see how this is going to lay out best. You know, I might tape this page just so it stays where it's supposed to be, because I'm going to be fighting with it otherwise. So I'm just going to kind of line it up a little bit. And I'm going to use some of this very low tack tape and see if I can just kind of get that to stay in place while I'm working on this. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just enough. All right, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, so we're just going to kind of move it aside. But I'm thinking I will put the lily water lily. I'm thinking I'm going to have a pocket here. I'm just debating if I want the water lily on the pocket or on the background. All right, I'm going to debate on the pocket. We're going to start with the cattails. So I need to figure out where the bottom is there. I think it just is. Just line these two up. So there's a little plus mark to line it up. I'm just kind of seeing what that looks like. I'm going to pull it over, I think. So I think I definitely want that. There's like a circle because it technically comes off. So maybe, I don't think I want to do a pocket on that page because it's very thin and flimsy page. So I might pull it down. Or maybe I'll just stick something there, like a rock or something. That might work. Okay, we'll keep it higher and then I'll put like a rock or something. All right, so let's start with this one. Hopefully I'm not confusing y'all. I see my hubby is watching. He must be off work. He lurked in. He hasn't said anything yet though. I thought it's totally not sticking. Oh, I know why it's not sticking. It's because I didn't take that part. Or it's probably just unstuck. No, that's because I taped to that. Oh my goodness, I can't peel my tape. My tape is not cooperating. I pushed it too flat. No, it's not. All right. I just need a little. Try to get this to stay. It's just gonna move around on me and it's gonna annoy me. Now it's too low. Go back up higher. About there. Okay, that should hold it. I'm not worried about this peeling the paper. This scrapbook.com mint, they call it mint tape, M-I-N-T. I don't know why, probably because it's like a mint blue. But that's what they call it. It's just a really, really light tack. Okay, so let's start with our base of our cattails. So I think the base should be a brown for sure. What color should the spots be? I assume those are like stems and spots. I didn't do any research on this, so I know cattails are brown. So we're just going to start with a brown. I'm thinking we'll go with a lighter brown because I want to be sure those spots show up, and unless I use a different, like a white ink, it's not gonna. So let's go with maybe antique linen. Let me see if I can find it. And if that's not dark enough, I'll darken it up a little bit, and I don't have antique linen out. So let me grab it. Where is antique linen hiding? Not there. Not there. Uh-oh. Where did you put it? Maybe it is in my pile. It must be in my pile and I'm just missing it. Okay. I'm really blind today. It's not in there. Antique linen, where are you hiding? Wild honey, black soot. Too many colors, guys. I have a lot of colors. All right, let's take the wild honey out, black soot, and the green. I know I have an antique linen. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. I think it needs to be a little darker than that. I might try to do a light coat of vintage photo. We're going to see. because I think the antique linen is going to blend too much with this. It's always hard to tell until I start messing with it. What color is it? My sponge can't tell anything. I just want something to test this on. It's a little darker. It might be all right. Might go with the vintage and the I think I'll go with the vintage and the walnut and see how that looks. All right, let's go with that. So I need brushes because they work a little bit better. So I have these little brushes I get from Dollar Tree. They are just makeup brushes. I get them there because they're cheap. This is what they look like. Sassy and chic, in case you're looking for one. They don't always have them, but a good 90% of the time my store has them. So let's go with this color. I'm going to try to mark this off. Let's see. I think I want that there. Stay fairly close. Where's that leaf at? I want some of that leaf, but I don't want all of it. Let's just put it together so I can see where to set that up. All right, let go. Oh my goodness. All right. Line up my pluses. All right, so I just want a little, this is just not going to stay, is it? I just want a little bit of that leaf. All right, I think about there's where I want this to go. Let's put this back over here. It's just in my way. And then I'm going to have to tape this paper down to my table because it's just really moving. Quit moving around on me. And then I'll use blue tape for this. I don't want to use that. It's more expensive than blue tape. So we're just going to use this. Now, I'm not going to mark this plus or anything anywhere. I'm just going to try to line it up and, you know, figure it out. Hopefully it'll be fine. If you really wanted to try to mark the plus, you could put, here's a way to do it. You could put a piece of tape that's not going to hurt your paper wherever it's going. Put the tape there. Draw your little plus. Okay. Put the tape here. And draw your little plus. Okay, we'll do that because that's just a good way to do it where it doesn't affect anything. And I'm going to take off my thermal shirt because I'm dying. So, always happens. Okay. So, what did I say? Vintage photo. So, we are using Distress inks today. You could use your acrylic paints on these. It will work. It's going to be hard to clean up. You can also use, if you're worried about this coming off, because this is water soluble, you could use a permanent ink instead. Like, well, it was here a second ago. Lord have mercy. Losing everything today. Like your archival inks. Okay. And I have potting soil, but I don't have a lot of colors in the archivals right now. So we're going to go with Distress ink. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about it. So I just want to load your brush up. And then if you want, you can have a little piece of paper just to kind of take a little off. Sometimes that helps that it doesn't make a really, really strong mark all of a sudden. Okay. This is, what is that? I guess it's just lily pads. I think that's what those are. So I'm not going to do those brown. And assume that that's like a flower. Yeah, that's a flower. I'm trying to figure it out. Where's my package? You got to look at your package sometimes to figure stuff out. Okay, yeah, that's like a lily pad over there. All right. Like I said, I haven't done this one yet, so. All right, so we're going to try this. And I'm not pressing hard at first because I want to make sure that it's not too strong. Sometimes it's crazy strong. I like the texture I'm getting with that though, because it actually kind of looks very cattailish. You know how they have that fuzzy texture? I'm kind of liking that on this coffee dyed grid paper. I'm holding it. I don't know how well I taped it. I probably should have taped it a little bit better. I'm going to get our stem. I'm not going super dark because I still have another layer to put on top of this. And I guess if I really got desperate, I could use the permanent black on top of it or something. Or maybe black soot. Black soot tends to have a little bit of a grayish color instead of black, you know, because it's supposed to be soot. All right, so that's pretty good. Now, if you want, you can make it stronger on the outside to give a little shape to it, to round it off. You can just go a little bit darker on your edge, like that. And that's going to round off that shape because it's going to have a highlight in the middle. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Let me zoom in. I should zoom in. Let me see how zoomed I am right now. Yeah, I'm kind of far out. We'll zoom in just a bit. Is it in focus? I can't see this camera this close up. I'll look at my other device and see if I can tell. I think it's in focus. Okay, so that's a little bit, yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, so now we're going to jump over to these lily pads. I know I have some green sitting here somewhere. Where did I stick it? I have a couple of grains. Of course, they're oxides, which I don't know if I want to use an oxide. I don't have a bright green. Well, I do in permanent ink. We'll just go with this. We'll go with the oxide, maybe. I have a green in permanent. What is it? Probably still in the thing. Of course it's still in the thing. Oh, I should have just pulled them all out. Alright, pull that one out. And then I have a stays on green somewhere. Which seems to be... Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, so I have these two greens. So archival fern green is going to be darker than that oxide. What goes on top of those lilies? Anything? I don't think anything goes on top of those. Let's use, we'll keep it muted green. I like this fern green. I'm going to use it. I like the peeled paint, but it tends to have a little more of a whitish cast because it's an oxide, because that's how they work. I'm going to try to find my permanent brush. I keep some of these for archival ink because they don't clean the same as the non-archival, you know, the normal distress. They tend to stain. It's not a big deal, but I like to keep them separate nonetheless. I just write on them. And sometimes they wash out pretty good if you use the Master's brush cleaner on them. Now, the only thing, keep in mind, the permanent inks you will need to clean off of your stencil with alcohol. The distress inks, you can just wash them off in the sink. They'll wipe right off with water, okay? So that's the only difference. Both clean off just fine. So put a little bit of these lilies on there, or, yeah, lily pads. I think that one's a lily pad too. And then this might be the base. Let me see if I can tell. I need a magnifying glass because I sure can't tell. I'm thinking it's just 2 layers of flower color and you don't really have a lily pad under it, which is interesting. All right, so we'll keep that one maybe pink or something that makes sense. All right, so that's that. I'm not going to do any of these because they're kind of off onto the other page. So just that, I think. All right, let's go with, I'm debating if I'm ready to pull it off. I want pink. What do I want? There we go, pink. Let's go with orangey pink, pink. Look, the water lilies come in several colors. I used to have a little pond with guppies in it. And I had some water lilies. I miss them. Can't have it here in Georgia. They'll freeze in the winter, and it's too complicated to bring them in every winter. In San Diego, it wasn't too bad because usually we only had maybe 1 or 2 days it would get cold enough to kill the guppies. And I didn't worry about it too much. I lost only a few over the years, so. But here in Georgia, I'd have to bring them all inside, and it's too much work. All right, so we're just going to do a light pink base on that, and then I'll figure out what to use on the other side of it. Okay, so we're going to peel this off. I'm just making sure I got everything. These are fun to play with, these little layering stencils. So there's our base, and like I said, this will wash off easy. Let me grab my little pad thing here. So I can just use a wipe on, I'm only going to clean one of these once just to show you. So this will wash off completely easy with water. Any of the distress inks will wash off. So that pink one and the browns. Okay, the permanent ink is not going to come off with water. But it will come off with alcohol. And I just use these little alcohol pads I get from Sam's Clubs because that is the cheapest place I've found to buy them. Okay, wipes right off. Okay, so very, very easy cleanup. All right, we're going to set that one aside. I'll need it again later for the little dragonflies. So we're going to jump over to our next layer. Can I please show the container that you keep your light pink ink in, please? My light pink ink. This little container, these little containers, you can get them individually from Hobby Lobby for $2 each, or you can get them in a set like I just had pulled up here. And these are cheaper at Hobby Lobby than they are at Michael's. Michael's sells them normal price for like $40, which is insane. But they go on sale at Michael's for 70% off a lot. So wait for them to go on sale and you can get it for like, I think $12 or something. And they come with those containers. But you can get refills that fit perfectly at Hobby Lobby. Okay? These at Hobby Lobby, I feel like they were, I don't know, maybe 14 or so. They were a lot cheaper at Hobby Lobby for some reason. And they're pretty much identical. I can't find any difference in them. So they're handy though. They work really well. I assume that's what you were talking about. Okay, so let's see, front. All right, we're on the front. So this one, I'm going to use my little pluses since I put them on there to get me an idea of where I need to be. And then I'm going to look at it too and just kind of make sure it looks right and that I didn't, move or mess up or something like that. All right, so I've got the stems. Now I'm putting the little dots in the grass. All right, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to tape that back in place. I'll grab one more piece. Where did my tape go? Oh, I buried it. All right, now I'm not going to mark all that off. I'm going to use like cardboard pieces to do it with. So let me grab some. I try to keep cut up pieces of cardstock just for blocking off. If y'all don't have cardstock or anything, you can always just use the black pieces that come with your stencils and cut those up. Or just normal, even just copy paper will work, just something to block it off. So we're going to do these little dots first. I think I will go with the walnut and see how that shows up. I'm thinking it will be dark enough. Walnut is just a little bit darker than Vintage Photo. I'm just going to use the same one I used on the Vintage Photo. It's pretty clean. You can kind of just wipe these off on a paper towel or something. The archival ones, you need to have a separate one for different colors or you're going to contaminate. But these will pretty much wipe off and then wash them later. I always wash them after with soap, with the Masters brush cleaner and water. Okay, so if you're worried about hitting your little grass thing there, just do this. Let's see how dark this looks. It might not be dark enough. I don't know. We're going to see. I might have to take a peek. I think it's darker. It doesn't have to be a lot darker. It's just little spots. I think that's okay. Let me see if I can peek under there. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I'm not going to try to move it too much. All right, so we're going to mark off this grass. I don't want to hit the grass right now. So I will do that in greens. Now someone almost always asks me, can you use your stencil brush on this? You can, but a stencil brush doesn't hold ink quite the same as one of these softer brushes does. Can it be done? Sure, I think it could be done. We'll do this last one with one just to kind of show you. So let me grab one of the Essential Stencil ones. I can find one here, smaller. Here, we'll do this one. Okay, so it's much stiffer, but I mean, it's going to wash right out of this the same way. It's just going to be a little different texture when you're swirling than it would be with the soft brush. But as far as will it work, let's see. I think the problem is going to be it's not going to hold the ink as well. So it's going to take a lot more effort to get the color on there. But it does kind of work. So in a pinch, you could use it. I wouldn't suggest it. If you don't have this, maybe you have a sponge. You can, walnut. You can use a sponge, a little dauber sponge, and just daub it like that. That works too. I think it's more effort personally, but both will work. I'm trying to give you all options just because I know not everybody has all the tools and all that. All right, where'd my lid go? I lost it. Lost my lid. Put you there. Oh, there it is. Buried it. Okay, so, and then we got green. So let's go with the same green I just used because that seems pretty. Maybe I'll do a different green. I have a really bright green. I wonder on cattails if it's probably not. Oh my goodness, my stomach. I apologize if y'all can hear that. I think I ate way too many oatmeal cookies last night. I made a fresh batch of homemade oatmeal cookies. And you know, they were hot and fresh and out of the oven, and I ate like 4 of them. I'm like, oops, I probably shouldn't have done that. All right, this is brighter. I'm just thinking it will give a little difference there, but honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'll put a highlight with that. I'm going to start with this one because I really like this one. I'm going to start with this one. Where's my green? That's what I was using, right? Let me just test it on something. Yes, okay. We're going to start with this one. I might put a little highlight. So just try not to get your little cattail spots. We're going to do this. Now you can put something on your table under this if you want. I usually just clean it up with alcohol and water and it's fine. This one, let's see. I'm thinking this will cover that brown okay. It probably isn't going to completely cover it because that brown is pretty dark. But we're going to go fairly dark on this so that it'll cover it. Ooh, goodness gracious. Belly problems. Sometimes if I can't hold it because it's too far apart, I can just throw a piece of tape on there. Then I can hold it a little bit easier. I like this green. I think the fern green is really pretty in the archival. Try not to get that other lily pad area there. I think that's a flower on top of there. I'm going to see what that other green looks like on this. I'm not sure. Let's see. Here, let's do this. I want to do a little test. So I'm going to wipe most of that off. These are both archival, so I'm not worried about mixing those. This stays on is called forest green. It's a little brighter green. I just want to see. Yeah, that's really bright. Goodness gracious, stomach. I think it's just too bright. Good. Oh my goodness. My stomach is just going to town. This is not happy. All right, that's too bright. We're not going to do that. We'll just use the one color. Just wiping off most of this. I could use it just a little bit with that, what's left on there. Maybe just to tone it. There. Okay. It does look like turquoise almost. It is very bright. Which isn't the color I would expect given the name of it. You know? Right. I think that's all the greens. All right. So now we have that. I think that's a flower, right? Let me see if I can tell from this. I really can't. It's so tiny. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. It kind of looks flowerish, but not. We'll go with pink on top of it and see how that shows. I don't know if it'll cover it, honestly. Let's grab my... Do I have a brighter pink? I'm limited on my colors. I know I have a pink here somewhere. I have a stays on red, but that might be too bright. I don't know. We might try it. And then I have picked raspberry. And I also have mulberry in an archival. You know what? I'm going to try the mulberry on top of that because that's got the green there. Let's grab another archival brush maybe, or at least one that I'm not using with green. Here, we'll just use this one. I'm just going to stick a piece of tape on it real quick. I want to not be confused when I'm using them. So this is, we're just going to put pink, ARCHIVAL, just so that I don't forget and grab the wrong one. All right, Let's see what this looks like. Where's that little coffee paper? Oh, there it is. That'll work. All right, this is mulberry, but it does have a very pink tone to it. So we're going to use that on top of that green. It might go brown because it's on top of green, but it might be enough. And I'm also going to use it on this one. This is definitely going to be darker than the other pink. All right, that should be good. I think this is going to be pretty. Stay. All my inks everywhere. All right. And we're going to take this off and this one off. I'm trying to save this tape on my table. I always forget to. Or I stack them on top of each other and then I can't use them again. All right, let's pop this off. And there we go. So that is interesting looking. All right, that's a pretty little background page. I might add a dragonfly at the top, but let's do, what can I put there? I'm debating. I might add something else later there. So I got to move this. I'm going to try. I don't think it's going to matter because I'm going to, it's on a whole different page. So we're just going to go ahead and move it. I may add water with like a brush to this after. I may not. It just depends. You know, it's just, this has got an X on it, but I know it's not where the X really goes. So. All right, this one, let's do, which layer is it? So this is 3, this is 2. I don't think I have anything on the 1. Yeah, nothing on the 1. Okay, so we need layer 2. We're going to bring our pond over to this other page, but we're going to go up on it, I think. And then I'm going to get these boxes out of my way because I'm hitting them. I'm thinking I want a pocket here. So let's see what I have for a pocket first. I want to do something clear. So I'm thinking I'm going to use faux rice paper. Maybe. I'm grabbing some of mine that I already have made. I didn't grab a bunch of them. This one's varnished. It's got a dragonfly though. I'll have to use that somewhere else. It's pretty though. But it's not what I want right now. What else do I have for faux rice paper? Didn't grab much of it out. Alright. I might could use this piece. It's a little bit crunchier than I like. The Elmer's glue all when you do your faux rice paper is crunchier. So a little more brittle than or PVA glue. And if y'all watch my video on doing that, you'll see what I mean. What does this one look like? I might could use this one. This is unvarnished matte PVA, but the texture's good. It's got a plant on it, but I think I might not need that because I'm gonna have to cut it. I think I like that one. I'm just going to take this off. I'll use it for a tag or something. But I try to keep these labeled so that I know if I've varnished them, if I haven't varnished them, what glue I use, because the texture is different. This is much crunchier than this. Okay, you're going to get different results. There's a whole video on that. Can't find it, let me know. I'll link it to you. Oh my gosh, my stomach is going nuts. Okay, so we're going to remove this section over here. It's not got sewing, but that's okay. I could probably tear this. Yeah, I can totally tear this. So these started out as either napkins or tissue paper, depending on what I used. I use both. So I don't know which is which. You can hardly tell the difference once they're done. Okay, so this is going to be my pocket. So I want to make sure that where my pocket is, because I'll put a tag or something, where my pocket is not going to interfere with my design on the top. So I'm going to do a pocket there, and then I want this to come out at the top. But I might put some of these little bits on this pocket too. Maybe just a little. So I think I want this about here, just so it's peeking out of the pocket. All right, that looks good. So let me just mark those little X's. Okay, this one I can use blue tape. And Sharpie or something. If I can find my Sharpie. Sharpie, where are you? There you are. It looks like it's on my table. It's not. And even if it was, honestly, I can just wipe it off with alcohol. This one needs this. Let's see if we can get it in the same spot. What do you think? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Voila. So that should be a good spot for that. I can go ahead and move that for now, because it's not going to be where I want it. Take that, and we'll tape it over here, and we're going to do these. Okay, so I don't think I'll do those. I think I'll just do that. So that's probably green. Layered stencils take too long. I don't know how much I'll get to, guys. Try not to go too long on you. Okay, where do my greens go? We've been using what, the archival? Yeah. Yeah, let's stick with that. I might highlight it with the Stays On, but not much. Although I bet that turquoisey color would look pretty with the pinks, is my guess. Trying to find the right brush. I think it's this one. I need another scrap of copy paper. Yep, okay, that one. Make sure that's not going to move. I think we're good. The Dragonfly. I haven't done one of these dragonflies. What color should that be? I might just use antique linen on it very, very lightly, or I'm thinking about using a pearlized color on it. So we're just going to do this bottom. If you're worried about hitting that, you could tape it or something, but honestly, these brushes are pretty easy to control. And you can get even smaller ones in this if you want. I don't think I needed that one. I might do it just because. I don't know. Is it going to hit? Where's that thing? Let me find the pocket. Yeah, you're not going to see it at all. I'm not going to bother. Okay. So, and I don't think I want those. So that's really all I need for that. Boar. I have no idea what you're saying, Dawn. That's a new one to me. I don't know what Borigomus? No clue. Okay. Let's see. Pink. That has a layer over it, right? What is the layer? Like a stamen or something? Or is it the back flowers? I think it's the back petals. So the back petals would definitely be darker. Okay, that's the back petals is what that is. Had to figure it out. Are you going to want out, Kiba? My kitty cats are waking up on me. Let's do the picked raspberry this time. It's an oxide, but that's okay. Because I want it to be lighter. Picked raspberry and kitsch flamingo are very similar. Trying to find another brush. Maybe this one. I know I had it. Here, I have a little one. Use this little one. This lid, for whatever reason, did not close properly on this. So I have it taped. I might hit that. Do I have a curvy one? I'm sure I do somewhere. There's one. Perfect. I'm trying not to hit the little dragonfly wings. I'm going to let you out in a second, Kiva. My kitty is sitting at the door, wanting to go out as he woke up. All right, there. So, lid, oh, right in front of me. On, so I had to tape it. So it kept coming off on me. Okay, dragonfly. Let's see. I know I can use the antique linen real light. It's just not very shiny. What else do I have? I have some greens that are very light. Like the speckled egg is very light green. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna test how light it is. I feel like it's pretty light. Yeah, that's pretty light. It's almost goes black on the coffee dyed. It might not on that one. I don't know if I like the way it's looking on the coffee dyed. No, I'm not happy with that. All right, maybe not. Let me grab my paint instead. So we're gonna go a little off and do paint instead. So I've got this dragonfly glaze, and it's basically a really clear gloss with glitter. And it has tones, like different tones. You can buy all kinds of different tones in it. We're gonna use this. It'll work fine on the paper. It might wrinkle a little bit if I get it too thick. But as long as I don't go crazy with it, I think I'll be fine. And I think I will use a dauber. So I'm just going to use this little finger dauber. This is one that I had in my wedges, because I don't want a lot on it. Maybe I feel like it needs an outline though. Let's do a really, really slight outline with the antique linen, if I can find it again. Where did I put it? I'm getting a whole lot of stuff on my table. Green. There it is on the bottom, of course. All right, we're going to do just a really, really light hint of antique linen on there. Let's do this one. Yeah. Okay. I think I can do the whole thing because the body I want to do darker. Yeah, we should be fine with doing the whole thing. So I just want those wings to show ever so slightly. So I don't want them to be strong. I think that should be enough. And then I'm going to put that sparkly stuff on it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Let's do my sparkly stuff. And I'm just going to dab it. Now that is water based, so it will activate it a little bit, but it should be fine. Just going to do just a little bit. Is that fuzz? There's totally fuzz on there. Okay. It was probably in this tray. I just grabbed one that was sitting here. Just a little bit of pretty glitter on my wings. I think that'll work. Hey, Deborah. Borborygmus. Borborygmus. What does it mean? Did I miss something? Oh, it's the sound of my stomach. Oh, goodness. I'll never be able to say that word. Ah, goodness gracious. Yeah, Well, it's definitely doing that. All right, so we've got our glitter on there, and we're going to darken that center area with, let's go with, dragonfly bodies can be colored. I could do a blue, or I could do a purple, maybe a purple. Yeah, I could just use black, but I think I'm going to keep it a little colorful. We'll go with this villainous potion. I'm going to use this because I'm running out of brushes. I'm going to try and get that body. So the body is not got a separation yet. Now, I assume the next layer, no, I don't see a separation anywhere. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where is it? Okay, there's nothing for that. I guess it's just like, it doesn't have any detail or anything. Is it this one? Okay, so it has a little bit of like extra wing detail. But since my wings are so light, I don't know how that's going to work. So what I'm going to do is block off the body. And not hit the wings. And try to just get that body with this dark purple color. You could use black probably just fine, but I want this dark purple color, I think. The antennas could be black. Try and see if I have anything near me that I could use quickly. I know I have a black archival somewhere around here. Who knows where. It's in my piles. There it is. We'll use black on the little antennae. I've jumped over to the little sponges because I just don't have more brushes. All right, we'll do black on those little antennae. I think that'll work. And I could put just a slight definition there. If I wanted, I could use a brush and put a slight definition, but I think what I will do is I'm just going to try to hit the head just a little to give it a little bit of difference, and maybe just the tip of the tail. That should give it enough of a difference that you can kind of tell. I know it's probably supposed to be like more of a shadow, or what do you call that? Silhouette, that's the word. Got my archival, if it gets messed up, put this up. Where's that purple? There it is. Okay. Now we've got that. We need the layer, which is this one. All right, so we got to pull this off. I think we're done. Yeah. Making sure. I think I'm done. All right, done with that. Stick this one on. Plus there, a little plus there. Trying to see. Mostly, I'm not as concerned about the wings as I am this back one lining up. So I'm trying to really line that one up. Where's my tape? There. Okay. Now we need that darker red. We could go with mulberry again. Let's go with mulberry. I know I have an ink thing somewhere. Pink? Pink will work. Not sure if it's the one I used. What's going on? What did I miss? Okay. I don't think I've missed too much. All right, we're good. All right, so mulberry. So this mulberry is very pinkish. Try not to hit that green. And that's just going to be those. Okay, and then what shall we do with that? How can I make that show? Ooh, all these are tricky, guys. All right, let me think about it. I think I want to do a color. Maybe just a little bit of, what is this one? Salty Ocean or green. Should I do a green? Let's do green. Let's do, what is this? Salvaged Patina. Let's see how that works out. I think that might be pretty. If I can keep it somewhat light. Yeah. I'm going to try this. I think I can keep it light enough. So where I don't take away from our pretty sparkles, and I'm just going to give a hint that there is two wings. That looks good, I think. Okay, and I can still see the sparkles. Okay. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything? No. I think I'm good. It's very light, but it's there. If you're worried about it, go a little darker maybe, but I don't know. I kind of like it light. All right. All right, we'll leave that one for now. So, well, I'm going to show it to you, so. I assume you guys were still on camera. I didn't even check. I had it zoomed in, so who knows. I think it's okay, though. All right. Oops, focus. Come on. You can do it. No. No. It's not focusing. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Camera. All right. I'm going to try to double clip it. Hold on. Come on, flip around. Did it work? Yes. Sometimes if I double tap it to reverse the camera, it comes back. So there. So you can see the outside of the wings, and they're very, very, very light. And if you wanted, you could always put, you know, some detail with a pen or something. But I think it's pretty. How's this other one look? Okay. So good detail on all of that. That's pretty. I like it. I like the sparkles. All right, let me get back in focus now. Is it still in focus? I'm looking. I think we are. Okay. I'm going to try and stay in camera, guys. I usually put tape down so I stay in camera, but I forgot to. So. All right, so that's good for that layered one, I think. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the pocket. Let me see. Where's my pocket go? I lost it. And take some of these threads off or not. I'm debating if I want to attach it or if I want to sew it and attach it. I think if I hide it in the middle, it doesn't matter that it's not sewed. I'm just going to trim it. Yeah, the threads here. Now, I could fix this edge with some water. If you wet the edge of this faux paper and then roll it like that, it will look like the other edges. But I'm just going to kind of squish it and see if I can kind of get it to look like the other edges. And I don't want to wet it right now. So I'm just going to kind of fake do it. It's got a lot of kind of give to it. Which side is it? All right, I think it's that side. Let's put this on this side. All right, that's not too bad. Okay, we'll tape it on there, or glue it on there. Fabri-Tac? No. I think we'll use art glitter. Let's use art glitter. So I will make a tag or something to go in this later, and then I'll decide how to decorate this pocket later, because I really don't know at this point how I want to do that. So put your hand where you don't want your glue, and you won't make a mistake as much. Okay. A little pocket on there. Hubby's home. I heard the doorbell. Can't tell if I got that up high enough or not. We'll do just a little more there. Alright, so there's our pocket. So that will have a tag in it later. Let me just grab something to kind of show you. Here, I'll just throw this one in there. So that'll be like that. Okay, and whatever's in there will show through a little bit. And we'll put something on here. So did I want to put more dragonflies on the other side? How much time do I have? I'm pushing it. I kind of wanted to get to the ivy. I might could do dragonflies fairly fast. We'll try. We're going to do one. We'll do the, I think we'll do the flat one. I like the flat ones better than the, I don't know. Let me think. This might make more sense to do this one. Too much stuff in my way. Let me get this back on. Oh, I never let you out. I'm sorry. Mr. Kiva's being so patient. Hold on, guys. He probably has to go potty. Okay, out you go. Torture my poor kitty cat. After the live, please tell me how to make your faux rice paper. Okay, Donna, there's a live on it. I have videos on it. I'll get you the link to one. Okay. So, let's see. I think that sideways one is going to look better. So I might put words here or something later. I don't know what I'm going to put there yet. Alright, this is moving around too much. So am I still in the right spot? Oh, this is... My phone froze like an hour ago. Let me get back on it so I can see my picture. My Kindle's still on, but right there. I just want to see as I zoomed a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it's zoomed too much. Okay, so let's put this over here. Then I still have room if I want to do something. So this is layer 1. So that's our base. We need our little X's. What do I do with them? I'm just going to line them up again because that seemed to work okay. There's one. Two. All right, got our little X's. And let's tape that in place. I lost all my tape. I don't know where it went. I must have thrown it in the trash. I guess. I have no idea. All right, or maybe that's where it is. It's on my stencil stuff. Okay. All right, Dragonfly. We need our base color, which we did antique linen. And we did something from here. My desk is really crazy right now. Right, antique linen. I don't think I used a brush, did I? Maybe I did. I just need a paper towel. Is that what that is? Yeah, I think that's antique linen. Okay. It helps if you really get confused easy on your colors. You can always write labels on them each time you use them, but I'm not bothering. I'm going to go a little darker on this one this time, just so it shows up a little bit better. It just needs some kind of slight outline. I'm trying not to get those letters. I need that tail with that color. Alright, so there's that. And then I need, what did I use? I used purple. Let's do something different this time. Let's do green. I have a bright green that's pretty. Ooh, what if I use that Stays On? It would be really dark, but it might be pretty. Let's try it. We're going to do Stays On. Let's see, where is... I need something to block my wings off. Not sure this is going to be... This is a little bit of a shape there. Maybe I'll tape it. I'm not going to push too hard because I don't want to peel my paper. If I can't even get it to stick. I'm just going to... The Distress ink and tape don't necessarily like each other. But I'm trying to get that shape just a little bit. And then I'll hold maybe this card here. It's got a little bit of a rounded shape there. All right, what is this? Green. I want green. Is that Stays On Forest Green? It's going to be very bright. Oh, I don't want that letter. There's a lot of little things in my way here. All right, we'll get that because I don't want to hit that. And maybe just do this like that. All right, I think I got everything. Okay. So I'm going to do this really dark green. That looks kind of turquoisey. And then we'll do just a touch of black. Where'd it go? Here it is. Do I have the black thingy? Archival black. Just a little on those little antennas. And maybe the head. I'll do the head too. There. Okay. This goes here. This goes, is that green? Yeah. That goes there, that goes there. Okay. So we peel this. I don't know if I want to peel it yet. I'm gonna leave that piece. No, I can't because I have to have the other thing, so I gotta peel it off. Okay. Peel it off. Very carefully peel off this on my paper. Should be fine. So like I said, the distress kind of makes it resist a little bit. And then I want sparkly on my wings. Where'd my sparkly go? It's probably dried out because I didn't put it in water or nothing. Is it still wet? A little bit. Not much on there though. Sparkly stuff. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Come on. Just a drop. It's kind of sticky. It's almost got a glue consistency. All right. And I don't really care if it hits anything else, so we're just going to go for it. All right. Sparklies. Too many things on my desk. All right, that's all I need there. Let's pull this off. All right, there's that. And then we need our second layer, which is this. Is that wet still? Yeah. I probably should hit it with the blow dryer, guys. It's a little wet still. On there. Where's my other plus? There it is. Well, okay. Oh, my paper moved. I'm like, why isn't it lining up? It's because my paper moved. Oh well, that's fine. I forgot to take my paper down. It's fine. We'll just line it up ourselves. It's not a big deal. Right there. So I need to take my paper. seriously. If I don't, it's just going to keep moving on me. All right, so we were doing that very light green, like the patina, I think it was. That should work fine. It should work fine with that other green. I like it because it's light. Just want to give it a little hint. I think this one's almost dried out. A little hint of that on there. That should be enough. Okay. Whew, that took a long time. Oh well, either I'm slow or it just takes a long time. I'm slow, guys. I know I'm a little bit slow, but that's okay. All right, there we go. Dragonfly. It feels like he needs legs. I don't guess they put any legs, did they? I don't see any legs. I'm looking at all the layers. I don't see any. I may or may not stick legs on them. All right, so let's pull this off. Okay. Let's see the sparklies. So you can just see the detail. It's real subtle, but that's okay because the dragonfly wings. Sorry, it was trying to reconnect. So little dragonfly wings. Okay, good enough. Make sure I'm focused. I think it is. I think so. All right, so let's do a little bit of ivy because I'm running out of time. So this is good. That's a nice page, as it'll give me a pretty background. We'll do some other things on here later. So let's set this aside. Grab one of the ones with ivy. Well, I'm probably just going to do one because I'm just running out of time. And that's fine. I will get to them. I might just do them off camera and show you next time. So what did I have here? I said I wanted a little bit up there, so let's do that. I think that's a good spot for just a side thing. I'm going to put these somewhere. I will wash all these later. The Dragonfly glaze washes off just like acrylic paint. You could use either water or alcohol. Either will work. It's not that hard to get off. And I might actually wipe this out. Get some of that out of there so I can wash it easier. I'm going to throw up my water. I've got some water sitting there. Okay, where were we? Greens. I think I want, I think that is that potting soil color, right? Or fern green? Fern green. Yeah, maybe fern green, archival. Let's do that. Let's grab our stencil. We're going to get some of this ivy down because I promised. He might be. He probably did hear him. Don said, Kiba's home. Kiba said, Dad's home, let me out. And that may very well be true. Okay, let's see. So I want kind of a corner embellishment. So I'm thinking I can do, I'm debating which little corner area looks good. All right, I think I'm just going to do that little piece right there up to maybe here. So just a little corner embellishment. I could pull all of this out so it will lay flat. Hopefully I can figure out where everything goes. And it's sometimes hard to see your line. If you can't see your line, just throw yourself a little piece of tape there or something, so you know where to stop. Get your tape flat. All right, that's good. Just a corner. I don't know that I want all of that, but I'll probably just try to do it with the brush. Is that green? I don't know. Where's paper? Yes. Okay. So let's do this. Now, if you're worried about hitting anything, just grab your cardboards. I think I'm going to try to block off that bit there. And I don't think I'm going to go over the design, the little pocket there. Now you can let this have little variations in the shading, and that will actually look nice. So if you want to, concentrate more on tips, if you can. They do make smaller ones of these if you want to really play with it and have fun. But because you're using this brush in this ink, you do tend to get some variations anyway. I don't know if I want to go in there. I'm going to let that kind of come off to a point. Just a little bit there. So it's not such a... I might do that one leaf. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that. Put one leaf there. I think it'll make more sense. And not this one. Let's see if we can block this one. There, that's good. And I can't block all that. Hold on. I'm trying to get it to stop. Okay, that should be good. There we go. Just a little embellishment. And these type of stencils are great for doing little embellishments like that on pages. Just, grab your page, see if something needs just a little something. And I thought that would look good because of that plant there, so that's what that looks like. And do you want to see a close-up? I want to do a close-up just so you can see a little bit of subtle variations in it. Slow. Trying to keep it in focus. Alright, where else did I have marked? Nothing in this one. I had one in the other one, I think. Let's see if I can find it. This one. Right there. Well, that one's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to see if I can see it on there. I really would love to see a little bit on there. Not sure how this green will show up. I might have to go darker. But I would love to see just a little bit of leaf there. So I'm going to tape. I'll try to tape off the parts I don't want. So on this one, I don't want to go past there. And that's okay, but not that. Let's see if I can do this. And right here. Okay, I think that's good. I'm trying to grab my tape off the table. Alright, let's try the green and see if it shows. If not, I'll add a little dark to it, like a brown or something. But it might show up just fine. I only want it to be subtle. I don't want it to be... And it looks like it's showing up. Yeah, I think it's going to be fine. I like using the archivals because you don't have to worry about the, if it gets wet, say you wanted to distress it, or if you wanted to varnish it, or anything, you don't have to worry about that affecting it. But I definitely don't have near as many colors in that. How far down do I want to go? I think I might actually just stop right there. I don't know if I got a little bit of that, but I don't think I want to go all the way to that end. Okay. I think that is fine. Yes. Okay. There we go. Just a little embellishment on that. So that is pretty. Okay. Still see the writing and everything. All right. So that's another way you can do, and that's just a top pocket. Something will go there later. And let's see, I don't know where else I'm going to put it. I think that's good for now. So we're going to leave it at that because it's getting late and y'all get the idea. All right, so let's pull out what we did. If I can get some of these inks out of my way. Like 5 billion inks. What is that? Oh, that's the glitter one. Put that in water. Hopefully it won't fall apart. I don't know. I've never soaked those in water. I don't know if they'll fall apart or not. Hopefully not. All right, let me grab my pages. So we have this page, this page, this page, this page. All right. I should have left the paper clip in there. Oh, there it is. Good. It came out easy. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find it again. I'm going to zoom back out. Maybe. Oh, it is zoomed out. It's because I flipped it. When I flipped it, it zoomed out on its own. All right, so this goes on the outside. This is a... All right, so A and A. Good there. Is that upside down? I think that's right. And maybe I might be upside down. I'm trying to figure it out. No, I'm not. Okay. B and B. All right. It's B and B. A and A. All right. That's how that one was. So let's open to that page. There it is. I might pull this out just for the final picture. I got some tape in here all over. I have tape everywhere, guys. Tape holding this page down, tape holding that page down. All right, there. I'm trying to lay it out so you can kind of see everything that we did. Okay, so that was our project for today. We got a pretty little spread, and we've got some just embellishments with the Ivy stencils. Remember, if you need to purchase stencils, use my code ARTROOM. I don't know if I'm on camera there. We'll go there. Okay. That is really close on that iPad. It's so much further out on my iPhone. It's interesting. Anyway, so that's our live. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday afternoon, and I will see you guys on Wednesday, and we'll work some more in this journal. All right, y'all take care. All right, bye-bye.